Single young adult members of the Church of Christ sponsored a wedding planning expo in the Mid-Atlantic region. ABC's KRISTINE Mariano was at the scene. Christine?
Finally, saying I do may be exciting for a couple planning to tie the knot. But is it really as simple as uttering these two words? The Church of Christ, or Iglesia ni Cristo, Christian family organization for single members ages 18 years and above, otherwise called Kadiwa, will break down today what getting married really entails. The planning stage, at least. Come with me to meet some of the vendors for today.
So the national average for a wedding these days, it depends on where you're located and the different factors you have. But the national average is right around $25,000. But what's nice about today is there's a lot of resources available online, like this wedding budget estimator tool that couples can use to help plan their finances for their wedding.
So nowadays, people prefer, I believe, like digital invitations, but what do you think? Do people prefer that or like just the regular paper type of invitation? Like what's trendy nowadays?
So I think people probably go digital more if it's kind of more like a short notice, last minute wedding. But I do think there's still value in the paper invitation. A lot of people still go for it. It's just something tangible, it's a keepsake, it's something to kind of give your guests a feel of what to expect at your wedding. That's why I think invitations are so important still to have for your wedding. There's certain trends that people like. It's usually with the season, like right now it's a lot of florals, people like the folders, but it really is whatever vibe you're going for at your wedding, usually it's what you should reflect in your invitation.
The couples actually like something that's with a beautiful background. So they like to take you to somewhere that's like related to their relationship, like where they met or where that guy proposed, or something that's important to the two of them. Maybe famous locations, like in DC, usually it's the monuments, right? Parks are a big deal too. But for me, my favorite shots actually is when the couple is having a fun, like I'm not there. Yeah, those are my favorites.
Usually, the bride should stand out, so beauty makeup, but a little more enhanced than normal. Yes.
How about for the entourage?
For the entourage, they should not be overemphasized. They should be more downplayed so that the bride will stand out. She's the main focus of the day.
As far as honeymoons, it really depends on where they want to do or what type of honeymoon they'd like. There's different kinds like relaxation, adventure, something like going to Europe or Asia. But usually between May and October, it's usually Southeast Asia. Thailand has been a popular destination for 2017, and we think 2018 will be the same. Europe, France, and London are always big popular places. But one thing in our agencies that we're trying to do is Philippines. Philippines is an undiscovered area, and the tourism board has done a lot to promote its inbound tourism. So we hope Philippines will be the next destination for honeymoons.
This is Chester and Erica, a newly engaged couple. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hi.
May I see your ring? Okay, let's like literally show how newly engaged Erica. So when did you guys get engaged?
December 1st.
How did you propose?
So I planned this all out in the cruise ship to be in the front of the cruise ship, like Titanic style, but the front of the ship was closed because it was too windy. So I decided to put it on the highest deck of the ship. So, and then we went up there. I tried to slowly, ease her into it, got her a rose, and we walk up there, and I sang her favorite song, which is Perfect by Ed Sheeran.
So you guys are here so that you can make maybe the planning as simple as possible. So far, what is your favorite booth and why?
I think we mostly looked around the travel agency booth just because we don't really know what we want to do for our honeymoon yet. So it's really nice to see all the different destinations that are offering.
Any particular destinations you guys want to go to?
Hawaii.
Awesome. With me is Mark and Ara, another newly engaged couple. Hi, Ara and Mark.
Hello.
And can I see your engagement ring, which is beautiful? So, how was this event helping you guys out? Like so far, what have you guys visited, and what's helpful booth-wise, and why do you think this is a different kind of event?
Yeah, so first of all, it's really helpful for us because all of the booths here are kind of geared towards the church and sponsored by the church, so they already know what kind of the guidelines and what's allowed and what's not. So that's really helpful for us rather than talking to like third-party vendors.
What has been really helpful so far, booth-wise?
Well, actually, what's most helpful was the flower booth, the paper flowers, because we've been looking for something like a backdrop for the longest time, and it's a big coincidence that we met someone here who could help us out with that. Yeah.
As a great addition, an advice panel gave spectators tips on how to make wedding planning easier on each other. Ministers supervising the Midatlantic region, Brother Matthew Capistrano, said planning every single wedding detail is necessary. After all, marriage is a huge blessing from God.
Many times we've heard how married couples reminisce how unforgettably stressful their wedding was, losing weight and sleep during their planning with unexpected incidents in between may have turned some dream weddings into a nightmare. Today, however, from paperwork to budgeting to invitations to reception down to the littlest of details, the Kadiwa Wedding and Planning Seminar and Showcase makes the exchange of vows as stress-free as possible. Reporting from Washington, D.C., I am KRISTINE Mariano, and I am one with 25.